Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back to Therapy with Miss T, where I'm Miss T and I'm here to do a quick check in, right? So today is Sunday, July 10th, 2022. But whenever you feel drawn to this message, that's when it's meant for you, okay? So, how are you all doing? I hope everyone is blessed, safe, and well. So, yeah, guys, it's so crazy, but as always, you know the rundown, so I don't need to say it or have to say it. But for someone, guys, it's so crazy, but I kept picking up on this energy, right? And I kept hearing deleted one for another, okay? Delete one for another, right? So there's something around this time where someone may have deleted you, right? Someone may have released you or deleted you out of their life or just threw you away or, in a sense, tossed you to the side, right? Abandonment. Thank you, Spirit. Someone abandoned you, right? Someone made you feel a sense of abandonment. Someone made you feel a sense of not having peace. Someone may have made you feel like, in a sense, they forgot you or they forgot about you or they forgot about your connection or love, right? Abandonment. So there's something around this time, guys, where there's someone, right, that may have tried to delete you for another, right? Someone that tried to delete you and forget you and toss you to the side and throw you away and act as if you never existed. Delete, right? Someone tried to delete you for another. Someone tried to act like you did not, in a sense, matter. Like you meant nothing. Like you were replaceable. Like you could be replaced. You, right? Someone tried to make you feel like that, in a sense. And there's something around this time where I just really kept picking up from Spirit where the Most High was saying, delete one for another. Someone tried to delete one for another person, right? Someone tried to delete you. Someone tried to act as if you didn't exist, as if you didn't matter, as if you didn't mean anything. Someone tried to delete you, right? So there's something around this time where I'm hearing that Beyonce. I'm hearing that Beyonce. And in the song, she said, if you liked it, you should have put a ring on it, right? If you really wanted it, you would have tied it down. You would have said, nah, this is mine, okay? If you liked it, right? You would have put a ring on it. And in a sense, she was saying, what she said, basically in a sense, like, you didn't like it enough. You clearly didn't want it enough. It didn't mean as much because you didn't put a ring on it, right? So there's something around this time where if someone didn't see your value, if someone didn't see your worth, if someone didn't see what you were worth in a situation, right? If someone didn't see you, right? If they didn't really see you for who you are, then that's not someone that needs to be in your life, right? Because this is reality, guys. And in the reality of the world, if you have given so much of yourself to someone and that someone is not reciprocating the same love or time or effort or energy back to you, then it's kind of like, in a sense, what are you holding on to? An idea? An idea of what it could be? An idea of what it might be? An idea, right? Of hoping and wishing and praying that maybe one day someone will see you for who you are? Or are you going to live your life? Are you going to just say, you know what, I'm going to live for me now, right? I'm going to do for me now. And become the person that you truly want to be. And attract the people that you truly want to have in your life, right? Attraction. It's time to attract the people that are truly meant to be in your life now. Attraction. And you know, they say your vibe attracts your tribe. So you are attracting in new people, or you're drawing in new friends or a new tribe, right? You're about to be vibing, but with a new tribe, with a new group, with a new set of friends, right? New people. Thank you, Spirit. new people. So there's something around this time, guys, where you or someone, right? You're now about to, I'm hearing branch off. So you're about to branch off. You're about to meet new people. You're about to do new things. You're about to try something different or explore. Or you're going into another arena. Thank you, Spirit. You're going into another arena now. You're going into another place. You're leveling up. You're leveling up. You're leveling up now. But sometimes, guys, in the struggle, because there's often times where people don't want to remember when they too were once in a struggle, right? And let's not act like a struggle don't exist. Like, people struggle, guys. People struggle. And not only are they struggling, sometimes you can say, yes, people struggle financially, but struggle is not always money. Struggle is not always monetary. Sometimes people struggle mentally, right? Sometimes people struggle through pain. Sometimes people struggle through heartache, heartbreak, right? Sometimes people struggle. And if you don't have someone that you feel like you can talk to, or you don't have someone that you feel like is honestly, truthfully there for you to really just be there for you, right? And not for ulterior motives. Thank you, Spirit. Sometimes it's hard in a sense, right? To feel like, you can trust or really feel like you have real love. Like you've met someone that has real intentions. Like you've met someone that really doesn't want to hurt you, but really wants to love, understand, and understand you for who and what you are, right? Not someone that judges you because of what they've heard from others or what they assume for you to be. Because sometimes, guys, this world is so judgmental. This place is so messy, right? Let's call a thing. We've all had a struggle. We've all had a time in our life where the struggle was real, right? I don't know why I feel like, yeah. The struggle was real. We've all had a struggle. We've all had some point in our life where either financially we were going through it, emotionally we were going through it, mentally we were going through it, physically you could be going through it. We've all had a struggle. I don't care who you are. And see, sometimes people forget that because they get to a place where maybe they don't have to struggle as much anymore. Maybe their struggle is not like your struggle. Maybe their struggle is a little bit more different than your struggle. It's a little bit more comfortable than your struggle, but your struggle is still a struggle. Their struggle is still a struggle. The struggle is the struggle, guys. We all struggle. Real talk, right? We all are ridiculed on a daily and talked about and made fun of and laughed at and joked at and people think you be funny and stuff, right? We all done struggled. It happens. That's the struggle. Where people will judge you, they will criticize you, they will critique you, they will say things about you and they don't even know what you could be battling, what spiritual attacks you could be under. The struggle. But this is the world we live in, where people forget they too once struggled in life, right? Like you the only person that can struggle. Like you the only person that can have a moment of needing some sort of hope in the world, right? Somebody help me, right? Like you the only one that's ever really struggled. Ain't nobody else ever struggled before but you, right? That's how people will make you feel sometimes. Like you the only one that can be in a struggle. Oh no, baby. No. You are not the only one that can be in a struggle. No, you're not. Because the tables, they turn. And sometimes you gotta stay down till you come up. Oh, but you gonna come up and them tables is gonna turn. And when them tables turn, baby, right? You know the struggle you was in, right? You know the struggle you was feeling, right? You know what you had to bear for your struggle. So imagine your enemies having to bear what you had to bear, but even 100 times worse than what you had to bear, right? Because it says, if you forgot, vengeance is mine, thus saith the Lord. And the Most High comes back through vengeance. He even tells you he has a side of vengeance, because he said, vengeance is mine, thus saith the Lord. So you better know that when it comes to a child of the Most High, that yes, you may have your moment of despair. You may have your moment of struggle. And yes, you're going to feel some things, okay? in this struggle, and you're gonna be talked about, you're gonna be laughed at, you're gonna be ridiculed. They're gonna think you don't know nothing and you know everything. Not that you know everything because you're not God, but you know enough. You know enough that you need to know. You know what you need to know, and you know it, and you know it, and you know what you're talking about, and you know what you know is you saying is true, right? Well, there's something around this time where you just need to remember that he said, okay, it's raining outside, right? He coming to flourish and give you something that you need. That's the Most High. He will strengthen you. He will give you everything that you need, right? Everything. He says, for I know the plans I have for you, to prosper you, to give you life. So you better know that, yes, you're going to go through a struggle. Trust me, you're going to go through a struggle. Oh, yes, you are. You're going to go through a struggle with heartache. You're going to feel pain from past people, enemies, friends. You're going to go through struggle with releasing. You're going to go through struggles with releasing people that you've known your whole life. You're going to go through struggles. You're going to go through financial struggles. You're going to go through all kind of struggles, right? But guess what happens with them struggles? The storms have what? An expiration date. So guess what's happening with your struggles? You about to have an expiration date. Them struggles have expiration dates. Them struggles don't struggle for forever, okay? I don't know who told you that the struggle was for forever, but the struggle not for forever. I don't know what struggle you've been in, but I've been in plenty of struggles because that's what I had to do my whole life was struggle, right? And the struggles that I've been in, let me tell you, you would have been like, what the heck? How? How could you go through that? How could you? Yeah, how? Because that's the Most High. I don't know how. All I can tell you is that's how, right? That's the only how I know. And the only how I know is the Most High. So let me tell you something. You need to remember and know, okay? If you don't know, you need to go ask somebody and remember who the Most High is and what he said. He said he will prepare the table in front of your enemies. And he meant that, right? It's not a joke when you following the Most High. It's not a joke when the Father says that he chose you. It's not a joke. This is real. Life is real. This is not no games. This is not no for play. And I don't need to who needs to know this or hear this, but when he says vengeance is mine, thus saith the Lord, that is what he said, and that is what he meant. That is what he meant. Or at least that's what I know he told me he meant. So I don't know. He even got me spitting. So I don't know. Maybe there's something around this time where you need to remember that vengeance is mine, thus saith the Lord. And that anybody that comes near or tries to touch or hurt or affect or try to go against a child that has been chosen, an anointed one, right? Because you don't know who the Most High picks to anoint. That's why it's do unto others as you want done unto yourself. So I don't know who needs to know this, but you need to remember that the Most High love you. The Most High got you. And the Most High covering your front, your back, and your side. I don't care what it looked like. I don't care how it looked. I don't care how it come off or how it appeared to be. I know it is walked by faith and not by sight. So you better act like you got some faith and stop going by what you think you see, what you think you heard, what you hear say, he say, she say. I don't care what they say. All I know is what the Most High said. And the Most High said he will prepare us a table in front of the enemy. And the enemy can be whoever the enemy wanted to become, because it didn't have to be an enemy. It had a choice, right? We all have a choice in life. You can choose to be an enemy, or you can choose to be a honest, good, loving, trustworthy person. But your spirit, right? You got to work on that spirit, right? Because if your spirit is not right, then yes, you might be the enemy, because you got to change your soul. You got to change your spirit. You got to change your ways, right? Yes, you do. You cannot still be in that ungrateful, jealousy, envious, anguish, animosity type of energy. It's time to release that. Why are you hating on somebody? It is 2022, the year of balance, the year of 6. You better act like you know. Hating on who? Hating on what? For what? We all trying to live and survive in this place called of a world. Who I got to hate on? The only person I got to be better than that I was ever better than is myself. And that's facts. And that's on the Most High, okay? So you better act like you know, and somebody better get something about themselves, because I feel like people done forgot who is really in charge around here, right? People done forgot who the Most High really is, and I feel like people need to remember who he is and stop not putting no respect on the Most High's name. first and foremost, because he said he will prepare the table in front of my enemies, and he will do the same for you. And it is not that you even want it to be prepared, but that's what he said he's going to do. So whether you want this table prepared or not, that table is getting prepared. It's getting prepared. Whether you want it prepared or not prepared, he said that he has a table for you, and they're gonna have to pull up a seat, whether they want to pull it up or not. They're gonna have to grin and grit them teeth, whether they want to accept the fact or not. You are who you are, and you're gonna be who you're gonna be. And I don't care what none of these people think. They are not the Most High. So you better stop worrying about what these haters. Who? We don't have no haters. All you have are fans, and you better act like you know it. Who? Who can hate on you when you done been through the struggle? Who can hate on you when you done had times where you just didn't know if you was gonna make it? Who? The enemy. That's the only person that can hate on you. And you don't even have them. You got fans. Even hate is love. Send these people love. Send them peace. Peace be upon you, within you, all around you. Send them peace. Because that's what they need if they come in towards a child of the Most High. Touch not my anointed, and do my prophet no harm. And a prophet is a messenger, and you don't have the right to decide who get to deliver the message. Did you get the message? Forget who delivering the message. Did you get the message? Because this is real life, yo. I don't think people understand or understand. The Most High got a side of vengeance. So yes, you're going to have to pay for some of that stuff that you done. Nothing went undone. You're going to have to feel the struggle. Yes, you are. But you can still be redeemed. You can still repent. You can still say, you know what, look, yeah, you're right. I might have been acting out of character a little bit. I might have been letting the jealousy and the envy and whatever else was inside of me for too long. I had to release it. But it's time. I don't know why I got so fired up for this message. I ain't never felt like, I don't know what done came. The Holy Ghost, okay? The Spirit is up in me because I have never, okay? But I feel like for somebody, you need to remember, okay? Because I know what he told me. So you better go back in that book and know what he told you too. You better know. Because like, I don't know if you forgot, but he said the last will be first and the first will be last. That is what he said. And I know a lot of people done been last for too long. Because I done been last for too long. Yes, even Miss T. A lot of people done been last for too long. And you know you supposed to be first. And not even that you want to be first, but that you know you worked and earned your right to be first. So it's your right to be first. And they gonna have to just respectfully go in the back of the line. Respectfully. Now you could be peaceful about it. Or you can have a fit about it, but however you be about it, the Most High said that he will prepare us the table. And nobody knows how that is or how your table gonna look. But some tables can be real pretty if you living for the Most High. Okay, because he said the blessing of the Lord make rich. He said it adds no sorrow. None. And if that's what he said, that's what he meant. That is what it is. So for me, that's all I have is my faith. And for you, I hope that's what you have too. So I don't know who needs to know this or hear this, but that's what he said. He said it adds no sorrow. So if that's what it is, that's what I'm taking it to be. No sorrow. And do you know what sorrow means? Because I wrote it down. Okay. Let me tell you what sorrow means. Because he said no. But let me tell you what it actually means. It says sorrow. A feeling of deep distress caused by loss, disappointment, or other misfortunes suffered by oneself or others. That is what sorrow means. That you have suffered either because of your own doings or the doings of others, but you have suffered. And that is sorrow. And it says it's a feeling of distress because there has been loss. There has been disappointment. People have tried to make you lose. They tried to make you feel disappointed. They tried to make you feel like you had sorrow, right? But the Most High said no sorrow. That's how rich his blessing is, that you won't even remember you was distressed. That's how big the blessing is. You won't even remember that you felt pain. That's how big the blessing is. You won't even remember that you suffered. That's how big the blessing is. So I don't know who needs to remember that, but that's what he said. The blessing of the Lord make rich and add no sorrow to it. So if he said no sorrow, he meant no sorrow, and he meant no sorrow, and I mean no sorrow, because that's what it is. No sorrow. So yes, you gonna feel some pain. Yes, you gonna suffer. Yes, you gonna go through it. Yes, they gonna do their little tactics. Yes, the enemy stay busy. Yes, the enemy stay conspiring. Yes, the enemy stay trying to do spells, black magic, and witchcraft and sorcery and whatever else they want to do to you. Yes, the enemy will say that you the witch and you the one doing it, and you over here working for the Most High. Yes, the enemy will say all kind of things about the spirits that you talking to is demonic and anything else, because they don't want to believe that the Most High could use you. But guess what? The Most High is using you, and they don't want to believe that you was the one that the Most High anointed, and they don't want to believe that you was the one that the Most High said, you know what, this is the one to come bear the cross so she can break the generational curse that clearly her family has been living under for so long, right? No, they don't want to believe that it's you, but it's you, because they don't want to believe that it's me, and it's me. And at some point, you have to realize who you are. And you have to know and walk in your authority of who you are. How can someone else tell you who you are? They don't know you. You know you. You are inside of you. How's somebody else going to tell you who you are? You better start acting like you know who you are. And start walking and pick up your armor and get ready to fight. It's a spiritual warfare going on. I keep saying it. Did you not remember? Are you not getting the memo? Are you not listening to the message? I'm giving the messages. I'm spitting the game. I'm telling it to you like it is. And if you still concerned and worried about who giving you the message, then I don't know what to tell you at this point, what point or level you going to be at in the game. But this is the game. It says you are not fighting against flesh. These people don't even know who they are. You're not fighting them. You're fighting principalities of darkness. You are fighting the darkness that lives within them. They don't know who they are. They have turned dark. So you have to remember that yes, these people may have hurt you. They may have done some things to you. They may have tried to take you out. They may have tried to kill you. They may have tried to steal from you. They probably did. Who knows? I don't know. All I know is that it says you are fighting darkness. And you have to remember that when you are dealing with any of these people in life, family, friend, brother, sister, don't matter. The enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy, and will use whoever and however he got to do it to do just what his job is. So you need to remember what yours is. And it's time, right? It's time. So I don't know who needed to hear this. I don't know who needed this message. But all I know is that the Most High said his blessings make rich and they add no sorrow to it. So I don't know, people need to remember that. And he said that vengeance is mine, thus saith the Lord. So, I don't know. But all I know is that if that's what it says and that's what it says, then that's what it is. I would assume, because he says he's a man that he does not lie, right? So when has he ever not come through on his promises? So yes, you're going to suffer. Yes, you're going to feel some pain. Oh, yes, you are. Oh, yes, you are. But it says joy cometh in the morning. So you better know that you also can have joy if you just believe it, right? It cometh in the morning. So you will have joy. You will prosper. Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans that I have for you. That is what he said. So you better start knowing the plans that he said he has for you. Because I know the plans he said he has for me. And I don't have no problem with telling you that if you still in some other kind of energy, then you missing the lesson. You missing the lesson. And it's do unto others as you want done unto yourself. So just know that if you better be, listen, Miss T been sitting here going and going and going and going. I've been on YouTube, man. I don't even know the years now. It's been a minute, okay? Y'all are watching me grow. And I'm just telling you that I've been trying to tell you for a minute now. This is what it is. So I hope that y'all are taking lessons and notes and whatever. I don't know. But always take it to the Most High and pray on it. But for all I know is that that's what's coming through me today. I don't know what done got me fired up, but other than the Most High, okay? So you need to know. If you don't know, you need to remember. And if you can't remember, then just go back in that Bible and look at the word. I don't know what to tell you. But all I know is that's what he said. So just know that the table will be prepared. And there's nothing that you can do about that, because that's what he said he does. And that's your father. So, at least somebody is going hard for you, right? At least somebody got your back. If don't nobody else got your back, at least somebody making sure that your front, your back, and your sides is covered. If ain't nobody else making sure that they covered, at least you know that if don't nobody else got you, the Most High got you, okay? Because I promise you, that is all that you need to have to survive in this world is the Most High, okay? So I don't know who needs to know that, but you need to remember that that's all you need. And yeah, it's just time. So yeah, guys, I don't know where that came from, but that's the message. So just know that I don't care what nobody says or thinks or says about me in life anymore. That's the place or the point I've gotten to, is that I don't care no more, because at this point, I just know who I'm living my life for. So yeah, and you have to know that this is darkness that is in some of these people, right? And they've been in such a dark place. And not to talk about anyone, because this is Therapy with Miss T. We keep it real, raw, and uncut. And I am not trying to talk about anyone, but I'm just trying to let you know that there is some real dark things that are in some people. And sometimes it's because they've been in such a dark place for so long, right? For so long, they've been in this dark place. So it's kind of scary in a sense, if you've adapted to such a dark place, to hold on to the light, a place you've never been, a place that you don't even know could really even exist unless you what? You believe. And some people have been in this dark place for so long that they don't know how to believe. And you see the light. You believe in the light. You believe that the light can bring you these things, because it's like, this is the light. I'm trying to, like, the light is here. But there's people that have been in darkness for so long. They don't want that light. They don't want to even believe that that light exists, because they've been taught to believe that that light may exist. You may have it, but can you really get it? Like, let's be honest. Some people was believing in God. You was believing in these things, but was you really believing like you believing now after 2020? Are you believing? Like, a lot of people became believers. Non-believers became believers. Okay? I don't care what they say. You started believing in something. You started knowing that something had to be better than something had to be out there, right? So there's something around this time where just know that something exists, and it's the light. And sometimes when people have been in darkness for so long, they don't know how to accept light. They think it's a scary thing. It's a hopeless thing. Why try to dream of having something more? Why try to dream of starting or creating or going towards your dreams or doing anything that you want to do in your life? Why? Why? Because they don't feel that they did it or went towards it or had the courage to do it like you. Like you. They don't feel it. And it's sad, because we all have something in us that we're supposed to dream. We all have a dream. We all have something that the Most High placed in us. They're called gifts. But when you start to use your gifts, you can be made fun of. You can be ostracized. You can be talked about. You can be ridiculed. You can be done dirty. You could have people say some of the wickedest things, right? You could hear some things in spirit. Because if you get close to the Most High, you will know what people may even say about you. The Most High will let you know. The Most High will reveal your enemies and let you know the things that they are transpiring against you, so that you can be prepared to fight. The Most High will send prophets, messengers, people that will come with a message to give it to you, to help you get out of that dark place. But you have to be willing to accept the light. And sometimes it's hard for people to accept it, because they have felt like it could never happen for them. But that's fear. False entities appearing real. Where is your faith? He said faith as small as a mustard seed. So that means you just have to have a little bit of faith. And yes, faith grow weary. But as long as you got a little, that is all you need. Where is your faith? That is the question around this time. Do you believe? Right? Do you believe? It's time for you to believe. It's time for you to know that the Most High will never abandon you, forsake you, forget you, neglect you, right? No, that is not the intentions of the Most High. He said to prosper you and give you life. So you have to believe it. You have to believe it. Prosper. The blessing of the Lord makes rich. It adds no sorrow to it. Prosper. It's time for you to prosper. It's time for you to grow. It's time for you to shine. It's time for you to have. It's time for you to receive. It's time for you to have love. It's time for you to go travel. It's time for you to go be. It's time. It's time. I feel like this is long overdue. It's time. It's time. So just know that around this time, that there are some things that will start to change in your life. You will prosper. You will grow. You will succeed. You will, if you believe. You have to believe. That's the number one thing in the game. That's all I can say. That's all I can give you. That's all I can tell you, is that you have to believe. Like, facts. That's all I got, is that you got to believe. So I don't know who this message is for, but I pray that for whoever it's for, that it helps you in any kind of way that it can. And that's honestly what I was here to do. Okay. But, sometimes you ruffle some people's feathers because it's not how they thought it was supposed to look or how they thought it was supposed to be. But just thank goodness that the Most High left something or someone around to just remind us what it can be and not what you have to think of it to be, right? He said, walk by faith, not by sight. Not by sight, by faith. So you have to keep walking in faith, that despite what it looks like, how it may appear, how the struggle may be real, how the finances may be low, how it may be dark and gloom, how it may not be how you're making it look, how it may not be how it may show up, how it may not be, just how it may not be, right? Just know that it can be prosperous. It can be better. It can be. Because he said to prosper you. I know the plans. So that tells you that you can be prosperous, because he wants to prosper you and he knows the plan. So stay close to the Most High so he can lead you to your prosperous season, so he can lead you to your prosperous time, so he can give you prosperity, right? And not that that's all that it's about, but he says that he knows the plans. So he's saying he is going to prosper you if you just listen and believe. This is your prosperous season. It's your prosperous time. You have sown your seeds. You have plowed and plowed, and you done did it, okay? You done did it. Oh, you done did it. And you did it long enough. But it is time. So just know, this your prosperous season. This is your prosperous time. And those tables turn. They always do. They always do. So, what is it that tattoo saying? Laugh now, cry later. Let them laugh. Let them get all their laughs in. They gonna cry later. And not in a bad way, but in a way that it humbles and hopefully saves their soul. Right? Because that's what it's all about, is honestly saving your soul. And nothing else. Not ego, not trying to be over someone in competition with somebody. Like, it ain't no race. I ain't trying to rush out of nowhere. I'm trying to keep my life close to the Most High, okay? What? I ain't rush what? Rush where? Where are you rushing to? Are you ready to rush where you think you're ready to rush to? Okay, no. So it's something around this time where you need to know, okay, that, yeah, That's what it is. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what to tell y'all. All I can say is that this is Therapy with Miss T, where we keep it real, raw, and uncut. And tonight I got extra real, raw, and uncut. But it just came over me. So like I said, it is not to offend anyone, but it's to let you know and remind you who your father is, and that you better know. If you don't know, you better go ask somebody that do know, so that you can get some help and the assurance and the reassurance to remember what he said. And that is what he says. So yeah, it don't matter who like it, who don't like it. Look at David. You know what he had to go through. David's own father didn't want it to be David. He went over everybody else but David. And who was David? The king the whole time. He wanted it to be the oldest son and everybody else but David. Why? Why couldn't it be David? Why couldn't the father just accept that David was the one to be king? Why? Why? That's something that David's father should have been asking himself. Why don't you want your son to be in an honorable position? Why not this son? Why? Right? And look at, yeah, it's some stuff that done went down. They telling you, listen, you can say what you want about the Bible, but I'm telling you, you can't say what you want. Well, listen, we all have free will. But what I'm saying is, I believe that it has some validity, if not a lot to it, because I once used to always think that, like, because I didn't overstand or understand it. I'm going to be honest. I didn't always overstand and understand some of the stuff I was reading in the Bible. I didn't even overstand or understand what some of these people was really saying when I was in church. Hence why I didn't really, pay attention, because I never felt like, okay, I could understand. Okay. But when you get older and you start thinking about what some of these people have gone through, and you start feeling like, dang, I feel like I can resonate with that person, right? Like, you start to feel like you can resonate. So there's something around this time. Look at the story of Joseph, right? Look at the story of Joseph. And he became the person to give out the food during a famine. But he had to also deal with what? Jealous brothers. He had to jail. Didn't he go to jail? He did go to jail. I think they threw him in jail or prison, or they sent him into slavery. Yes. He had to deal with some stuff too. And that was his own brothers that set him up. So you really think that you wasn't going to have to suffer? You thought you wasn't going to have to go through some debts. You thought you wasn't going to have to go through some financial woes. You thought you wasn't going to have to lose some things, some people, some places, some items. You thought you wasn't going to have to suffer. You really thought that people that was thrown into slavery, right? And who knows what else they was doing to them back then, right? Who knows what was going on? And they threw him into slavery. So you thought somebody wasn't going to try to go against you, and you trying to become what the Most High created you to be, and he was supposed to be the person to give out food during a famine? Come on. He had to feed the same people that went against him, his brothers. That's the Most High. He said he will prepare the table. He prepared the table in front of his brothers in a humble, peaceful way. Yes, they made peace, but they overstood and understood there was a higher power involved. A higher power. Not man's power, but a higher power involved. That is what they had to remember. So for someone around this time, they are now going to remember that there is a higher power involved. And I don't know if they didn't know, but they're going to know pretty soon that the Most High is the higher power that's involved. And everything and anything that go down it's the will of the fathers. He says, vengeance is mine. So that means that it don't even belong to us. Like, you think you getting somebody back. You don't know that the Most High got a way of getting back at somebody that's like 10 times. You would be like, what? Like, what? Like, that's the Most High. Okay? That's the Most High. That's your father. He's telling you that he has that side to him. Now, yes, he's also of love, but he's telling you, like, I can also be the other side. Think of a parent. When you got a whooping, if you was getting whoopings, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, if you was getting whoopings, okay, you remember them whoopings? Like, let's be honest. This Therapy with Miss T, we keep it real, raw, and uncut. But when you had to get in trouble because your parents was what? They was trying to put you in line. And you knew how your father would handle you, and you knew how your mother would handle you, right? But you knew no matter what, you was getting what? Put in your place. There's always a higher power involved to remind you to get back in line. So there's something around this time where the Most High is that higher power. And the Most High will put you in your place because that is your Father. So there's something around this time, guys, where I feel like the tables are turning. And people are getting put in their place, but in a respectful, rightful way, so that they can give their soul to the Most High, so that they can repent for what it is that they have done that is wrong, and so that they can truly give their self to the Most High in the way that it, however you set your soul free, right? Repentance. Some people get baptized. Some people get baptized to release, right? However you feel that you can set your soul free to connect to the Most High, you need to be connecting to the Most High. And you need to be praying. And you need to know that no matter what, the Most High got you. Because that's what it is. That's what it says. That's what I got from it. So maybe you should go back over some of the word and see what you get from it too. But I don't know who this is for, like I said. I just hope that this message helps you. And yeah, so that's what I got, guys. It got real. It got crazy. I don't even know, yo. But all I know is praise to the Most High. I love the Most High. The Most High love you. So I hope you love the Most High too. But listen, okay? Until next time, and as always, guys, this is Therapy with Miss T, where we keep it real, raw, and uncut. If you would like to book a personal, intuitive message reading with me, it is on allthingsspiritual444.com. And if you would like to purchase spiritual products, allthingsspiritual444.com. And I appreciate each and every one of you for rocking and rolling with me, Miss T. And yeah, guys, it's gonna be this is life, you know. Once you give yourself over and you start to become, you know your purpose, and you know your calling, and you know who you're going to be, or who you want to be, or who you desire to be, or the dreams and the goals that you have. Once you try to go towards that, a lot of things are going to change in your life. A lot of people that you thought that you would have in your life for forever may not be in your life for forever, right? Some people you have to learn to release, and that's just going to have to become a part of your life, a part of your reality. And sometimes that's the hard part to accept, is that sometimes certain people that you thought were going to be in your reality for life may actually only be in your reality for a season, right? We all have a reason and a season. And then sometimes seasons change, tables turn. And sometimes the table is prepared in front of some of the people that you thought were never even going to be an enemy. Because before they were your enemy, they were your friend. They were your bae. They were your other half. They were all these things of love that you thought love to be before they became the enemy. So just know around this time, guys, that stay prayed up. Okay? My phone about to die. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. My phone about to die. But yeah, just stay prayed up. And anyways, as always, I appreciate each and every one of you for rocking and rolling with me, Miss T, on another episode. So yeah, until next time, and as always, guys, I just appreciate you all. And yeah, what we tell them, guys, we tell them namaste.